Every sport has its legends, icons who rise above their peers and leave a lasting imprint on the game. But then, there are those few who transcend the sport itself, who become part of the very fabric of popular culture. And in the world of baseball, there is one name that echoes across generations: Babe Ruth. But how did a boy from the streets of Baltimore become the most celebrated baseball player of all time? This is the story of a legend. Before he was Babe Ruth, he was simply George Herman Ruth Jr., born in Baltimore in 1895. The streets were tough, and life for young George wasn't easy. At just 7 years old, his parents sent him to St. Mary's Industrial School for Boys, a reform school that would forever change his life. It was here, under the watchful eye of Brother Matthias, that Ruth discovered his passion for baseball. His extraordinary talent for the game was evident from the start, and it wasn't long before his powerful arm and impressive swing caught the attention of professional scouts. In 1914, at the age of 19, Ruth was signed by the Baltimore Orioles. But little did anyone know, this was just the beginning of a career that would redefine baseball. Ruth's early days in baseball were spent as a pitcher for the Boston Red Sox, where his dominance on the mound helped lead the team to multiple World Series championships. But it wasn't pitching that would make him a household name, it was his bat. In 1919, Ruth hit 29 home runs, an unprecedented number at the time, shattering records and capturing the imagination of fans. His raw power was something the game had never seen before, and it was about to change the face of baseball forever. In 1920, the Boston Red Sox made one of the most infamous trades in sports history, selling Babe Ruth to the New York Yankees. The move set the stage for Ruth's rise to superstardom and the beginning of the Yankees' dominance in the sport. When Ruth joined the Yankees, baseball was a different game, low-scoring, methodical, and more about small ball than home runs. Babe Ruth changed that. With every swing, he turned the game into a spectacle. His larger-than-life personality, combined with his incredible power at the plate, attracted massive crowds. Baseball was no longer just a game, it was an event. In 1927, Ruth did the unthinkable. He hit 60 home runs in a single season, a record that stood for 34 years. His influence went far beyond the diamond. Babe Ruth became synonymous with the American dream: hard work, larger-than-life personality, and triumph over adversity. But Ruth's legacy wasn't confined to baseball. He became America's first true sports celebrity. He endorsed products, appeared in films, and was beloved by the media. In an era before television and social media, Ruth's name and image were everywhere. People who had never set foot in a ballpark knew the name Babe Ruth. And despite his fame, Babe Ruth never forgot where he came from. He had a deep connection with his fans, especially children. His larger-than-life persona made him approachable, and he embraced the role of a hero in the public eye. But like all legends, Babe Ruth's career eventually began to wind down. By the 1930s, age and the toll of his lifestyle were catching up with him. In 1935, Ruth retired from baseball, having left an indelible mark on the sport and American culture. He finished his career with 714 home runs, a record that stood until 1974. In his later years, Ruth's health began to deteriorate, but his impact on the sport never faded. In 1948, during his final public appearance at Yankee Stadium, the fans gave him a standing ovation as he tipped his cap one last time, a fitting tribute to the man who had given them so much joy over the years. Today, Babe Ruth's legacy lives on in every home run, in every child who picks up a bat, and in the hearts of baseball fans everywhere. His influence extends beyond records. He changed the way the game was played, how it was watched, and how athletes were seen. Babe Ruth was more than just a player. He was a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of greatness that transcends time. Though he passed away in 1948, Babe Ruth remains a timeless legend. His story is a reminder that greatness isn't just about numbers, it's about the impact we leave behind. And for Babe Ruth, that impact is eternal. Thanks for watching this episode of Timeless Legends. Be sure to subscribe for more stories of the people who shaped history.